What's up, everybody? Jim Flanagan here, 239 Hockey, www.239hockey.net. Follow us on Twitter at 239Hockey, and join us on the Discord app. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jim Flanagan, and you're watching the Flan Fan Show here, episode number 1, season number 16. That's right, the Sweet 16 right here for you guys, 239 Hockey. And the atmosphere, the air in here is great. Maybe it's the players coming in here, maybe some of the familiar old school guys coming in. Also a lot of new faces coming in. Or maybe because we got rid of all those aides from last season. And it doesn't matter because here, summer season, we still got 12 teams coming in strong here for the summer. And we're coming off a big draft 1 week ago. The draft going down here tonight. I'm going to recap that. We're going to go over who went where and for how much. Who was the top paid goaltender, top forwards, top defensemen in the draft. Plus, who went down in the dollar menu deals on here. Plus, overpaid or underpaid. We'll have those as well. And what about trades? A couple trades already going down here in the preseason. How will those impact the teams on here? We'll recap those. And I'll have my power rankings on here on where I think these teams will fall here this season. Plus, the schedule's out there. We'll look at week number 1, the matchups on here. But right now, let's go down. Let's take a look here. There's been a revisement, a little bit change here in one of the rules, and that goes as far as the co-captaining here, season 16. Now, we saw the debut last season, season 15, which went pretty well on here for 239 Hockey, but there is a slight change here. I'm going to go over that. Let's go there right now.
Co-captains this season no longer have to alternate each night, and they could play as many or as few games as they want. The only rule here, they can't be on the ice at the same time. So what this means, basically, as a co-captain, you could play all 6 games each week, both series, or you could play as little as 1 or 2 games or 0 on here, and it'll be fine. It's a lot different than last season where they had to alternate each night. So as a captain, I think this is a step up on here, especially the co-captains. They could, let's say, want to change lineups come game 2 or come game 3 and really throw off the other defense, the other opposing team. Or even we take a look back here at season number 15, the finals, where Money Puck got swept in that series. Cosmic EA did not even play a single game in that finals because he couldn't. VTW was in night number 1, and he could not switch that up because Cosmic had to play the other night. But, as you guys all know, it was a sweep for nothing, and that was it. Now, had this rule been in place last season, would that have changed the outcome, or at least the series? It may have. Had Money Puck had the option where they could put Cosmic in, let's say, game 3 or game 4 or both, or after the first game, and maybe won one of those overtime games and force a night number 2, it could have changed the series. Wizzy on the other side was only a part-time player, so he could not play night 2. And then night 2, both Cosmic and BTW would have been able to, alternate or put whoever in for the remainder games. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? The co-captaincy on here, let me know in the description part. And do you think it would have changed or made a different outcome from last season finals? All right, let's move on here. Let's go to the actual season 16 draft. Starting things out here with the defending champ, DMart, co-captained here by his brother, Marty McFly. Hey, if you can't beat him, you might as well join him. Right, Marty? Let's take a look at their draft. Going with Drug Monkey first at 38 bots. No surprise here. I mean, Drug, fearless defenseman here in 239 hockey. Was expected to go high 30s, maybe even the 40 range. Then you went with two part-timers, Rocco 33 at 11 bots, Hergsy at 6 bots. Very solid pickups. Next, we have Ian at 14 bots. Both him and DMart have some prior history here in 239. And then Nick the Greek at 19 bots, solid. Hollywood at 9, and rookie Ranger Gordita at 3 bots. All in all, I think a solid draft here by DMart. Maybe a little bit of struggle or reach picks there towards the later of the draft. Up next, we have Agent and Joe Stowe. Their picks consist of number 1, Flowed. Going deep here, 40 bods for Flowed. Then goaltender Butcher's Son at 15 bods. Toxic at 11, aka Schwartz. Yambag going in at 14 bods. Newfie Bruins 15. And Nicky Pats, who I haven't seen for maybe a decade now, aka Blue Bomber at 5 bods. This team has old school written all over it. Up next, we have Damps. Damps first picking up Finney for 22 bods. Then Zombie, who had a solid season last season, 32 bods. SBDR at 10 bods, only part-time this season. Same thing with Hufu, rookie, part-timer, 12 bods. Magilla at only a single bod. The Tomahawk in that form here at 18 bods. And Phoenix Rising also at the dollar menu deal. My only concern here looking at this is who's playing defense. Is he going with both dollar guys on defense, or is Damps going to be playing defense here this season? Up next, we have the odd guy making another go at it here this season. Had a solid run last season and very solid draft here. First picking up Ozzy at a very respectable 16 bods. King Rowe making his comeback here to 239. He's been out for quite some time. 33 bods on him. Then we have No Regretskis, who's playing in net here this season. 19 bods. Croydon Knight, only 6 bods, part-timer. Rob, 17 bods, defenseman. And we got Flaming Dragon at 6 bods. And Old School, Flexible Pancake, 3 bods. All in all, I think Odd had a very solid draft here. And he got some steal underpaid picks here, a couple of them. Up next, it's Master Shotgun. First pick, Brick City at 40 bods. Number 2, comeback here by Master America. Who played one season here in 239. He's back, 33 bods for him. Notorious Figo, only 9 bods. Next, Cabaret, aka Wes, who's playing defense here this season, 13 bods. And then both Mr. Tough and Headless Frangu, only at a 1 bod each. He did not draft a goaltender, so we all know where Master Shotgun will be playing in net here this season. And I think it's the best decision here for him. We have veteran Dalai Lama up next here. He was able to snatch Sea-Doo at 35 bods. Then very surprising, Barrett falling to only 6 bods here for him. Both Power Kill and Anthrax at 21 apiece. And in net, Sir Puffington 420 at 17 bods. Very solid draft here by the veteran Dalai Lama here. Solid group here. The only question I have here is, we know Barrett misses most game ones on here. He's only got 6 guys, though, on the roster. Swag is up next. He's returning here as captain and trying to erase that first-time captaincy that he ran on here. Drafting Neo, rookie on here, defenseman, 40 bods. Sniper, only a single bod. Yin and Net going at 22 bods. Nabuch 20 bods. Dangles only 2 bods. And EWTU Eric 12 bods. Couple question marks here on this team I have regarding that forward line as far as who's going to be playing where. I don't know if it's going to work out here for Swag. Hopefully it's not another horrendous season. Next, we have Palponer, also the admin here in 239 Hockey. Wasted no time here picking up Surprise Me at a very respectable 30 bods. Then going to defense here with K-Dog, 26 bods. Sober enough, we had a solid season last season, 12 bods on him. Going with a rookie goaltender, Dog, 23 bods. And then Epic at 3. And lastly, Giantman, 6 bods. I guess it was okay on here. Kind of questioning the late picks here. Now, Epic's only playing forward on here. But I don't think a veteran like Palponer would have made that kind of mistake on here. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. Team's okay, I guess. I think it could have been better. Up next, we have Beatrips giving captaincy a go here for season 16. Probably because he may have gone 50 bots here this season. He elected to select X Daily as his first pick for 38 bots. Then Esoteric, 24 bots. 2 old schools right there. Have been gone for quite some time. Dunner at 15 bots, solid defenseman there. Then he drafted a goaltender at 1 bots in Prophet's Rage. Bobby Banner, aka Hollywood Bob, 11 bots. And it's Mox for only 9 bots. I don't understand the pick here with Rage. And then he's got both Dunner and Banner there as his defensemen. Who's playing forward here? Is he putting X Daily up front to play forward as opposed to defense? I don't get it here. Here we have the co-captain duo of Wizzy and C-Dub. Their first pick was Anderson, part-timer there, 19 bots. Then Sauce Walker, no surprise here, 40 bots after a solid performance last season. D-Vets coming back here to 239 for 8 bots. The Lime not playing in net here this season for only 3 bots. Then Gala at 7 bots, rookie goaltender here, and I don't even pronounce it, Shelf, 4 bots for him, and another rookie here, Panorantino, 1 bot on him. I love the offensive line here. I think they're gonna give a lot of teams trouble, but I do question. I gotta see their defense and the rookie goaltender here. Time will tell. Next here we have another co-captains. This time it's Swizzy and Blue Line King here. Double captain. They drafted Young Buffalo for 19 bots. Then goaltender Bills 39 at 19 bots as well. Rookie defenseman Cycle going for 44 bots here. Wow. And then picking up Kelch for 5 bots. Also Sunny D, part-timer, for 5 bots. Knife in Your Guts going for 4 bots. And both BC Ren and Thrillhouse for a single bot. They got a 10-man roster here. A lot of part-timers, a lot of options here for these guys. We'll see if it works out. And the last captain here, we have Randon Volante. His draft consisted of picking up rookie Matt Mashat Pa at 41 bots. Then going with defenseman Hall of Fame at 33 bots. Civic for 4 bots. Dangles HT, 13 bots. Doug CTC making a comeback here, 6 bots on him. Ace Soul and Death both going at a single bot. Rondon went big early on, but it seemed like later part of the draft he may have struggled just with the availability of bots he had left over. Um, Questionable late picks here. So who was the top paid players? Well, top paid forwards, Mashad Pa at 41 bots, Sauce Walker and Flowed both at 40, and Master America and King Rome both at 33 bots. Rookie forward getting the top paid forward. On defense, same thing as well. Rookie Psycho going for 44 bots here. Not only was he the highest paid D-man, he's the highest paid rookie as well as the highest paid player, period. Both Neo and Brick City went for 40 bots, and Drug Monkey and X Daily both going at 38 bots each. And lastly, it's the goalies. Top paid goalie, you guessed it, it's another rookie, Dog, 23 bots. Highest bots there, Yin at 22. Bills going for 19, along with No Regretsky also at 19. And the Tomahawk at 18 bots. What about the dollar menu deals here? All these guys going for one bod. Yeah, Mr. Tough, the waiver hero there. Rookie season here, one bod. How about Sniper, veteran player here? I know he's not playing goalie, but one bod. I think it's a solid pick. BC Ren, part-timer, but a very solid defenseman. Also going for a deep $1. And what about this guy? Used to be the Nigerian Nightmare, Magilla, only for a single bod. And full-time goaltender, Prophet's Rage, one bod as well. Now let's look at the underpaid and overpaid. Underpaid, definitely here, Ozzy from last season and even this season, going 16 bods here this season, definitely worth it. Notorious Figo, only 9 bods, full-time forward there. How about Hergy, a part-timer here for only 6 bods? And what about this one? Barrett for 6 bods? Are you kidding me? And also Croydon Knight. I know he's only part-time, but 6 bods, that's a steal. And the top 5 overpaid. What about Float going 40 bots here this season? I think that's just way too much. And what about King Rome? 33 bots. Hey, I think that would be a standard if King Rome had played NHL continuously, but that's not the case. Same thing goes here for Master America, 33 bots. We haven't seen him for quite a while. And what about this one? Psycho, aka Coach Costa here. 44 bots. Wow. He better be doing everything on there for 44 bots. And lastly, number 5, Esoteric. Only 24 bots, but when you got guys like Anthrax, Power Kill, Ozzy, all going under 24, overpayment? I think so. Now, there has been quite a few movement, trades, and transactions here in the preseason already. Let's take a look at some of these roster moves. First, we got Pale trading here with Rondon's team. Pale getting Ace Saw, defenseman rookie there, and trading Epic, who's generally a defenseman but playing forward this season. Hey, maybe Pale didn't know about that. Who knows? It's an even trade there. I don't think either one wins. Next, Dalai Lama picks up Dot off the waiver list, and just as expected on here, I mentioned about the 6-man roster he had, and this fills in quite well for his team. It works out well because, Barrett missing some of the game ones, but Thought was going to come in here, and Dalai Lama could step up, play forward as well. And he's got Power Kill who could play that center position. So it all works out. And lastly here, Agent and Joe get another old-timer past his prime here. 37 in a row being picked up. Next, we have Rondon's team again, making some moves again. This time, he's trading off Doug and Angles HD to Beatrips for Prophets of Rage and Bobby Banner on here. And, I mentioned this early on here. Beatrips picking up another goaltender didn't make sense. And he's able to get rid of him here to Rondon's team on here. I think B. Cripps wins this trade out here. Able to get Dangles HD and get rid of that goaltender spot there. Um, bringing that forward on there. This way, X Daily could play defense. And I think this trade really helps out B. Cripps quite well. And that last trade on here, Rondon's team again here. This time picking up Zombie from Thamps, and Thamps getting Hall of Fame here. No surprise here. Thamps, like I said, looked like he might be playing defense here this season. Not the case here. Getting a solid defenseman. This will allow for Thamps to move up back to that forward spot. Now here's my power rankings here for the preseason. Number 12, I have B. Cripps here. I know he landed that trade deal there, but I still think this team is still struggling here with the players. I don't think B. Cripps had a very good draft at all on there. And a lot of guys that I haven't seen in a while. And, Doug CTC, X Daily, Esoteric. I think they struggle. Moving on to number 11, I give it to Team Swag's team here. He drafted solid defenseman and Neo on there, but I think the forward line is going to struggle to put points. I really think here Swag needs to play center on here for this team to have a chance to score and chance to win games. Otherwise, I think they will be struggling offensively. Number 10, putting Agent Joe here. A lot of old timers they drafted past their prime. And they also got Yambag on that team, which sometimes, like I said, it's not a good thing unless Yam plays like he did, a couple months ago in that big tournament. If we see that type of Yambag, this team could be decent. They do have Schwartz on there, which I really like, but he's only part-time. The other nights, I think this team struggles to score as well. Number 9, Team Damps on here. I still think defensively not that good on here. I think he could have done a better job on the back end here. Number 8, I'm going to say Rondon here. I mean, when you make half of your team is traded, I mean, this guy went through, 4 or 5 trades in just the preseason. That's never a good sign. Next, at number 7, I'm going with Master Shotgun here. I just think there's going to be a lot of toxicity on this team here. Yes, Shotgun's playing in net, but is that going to be enough? I don't think so. Number 6, I have Team Pale here. Just, I don't know, seemed like a mediocre draft there for Pale. Nothing surprising or, and here's another team I think offensively it's not going to be that good. I got them right in the middle of the pack, though. Number 5, going with Wizzy and Dub combo here. Now, on paper, a lot of times Wizzy's team doesn't look so good, but then he goes and wins the cup. So, and he could do it again here. I mean, there's a lot of rookies on here that I don't know much about, but, I just feel, I think there's a lot of hype on some of these guys, and then he's also got the rookie goaltender on there, which I couldn't put him any more higher. At number 4, I got Swizz and Blue Line King, 10-man roster on here, and with the new co-captain rule here, I think it works out here for them in their favor. They could switch up the lines each game on here. But at the same time, even though they got a lot of options, sometimes that could backfire on you. Changing a different line each night is not always a good thing either. Number three, no surprise here, DMart. I mean, defending champ. I got to put him here in the top five. Um, a lot of people say the X Factor is either going to be myself in net or Nick the Greek up front. I disagree. I think it comes down to Ian. I think Ian, sometimes might tend to hold the puck or try to make a play here and there. I think the quick out passes there will work out much better. Let Drug be the guy that turns it over. Number two, this was tough here because I think Odd Guy made hell of a draft on here. Got a lot of steals on their picks at a very low price. And I think here what separates is, what kind of King Rome do we get here this season? If it's the King Rome of the old, this team is going to be very, very good and very tough to beat on here. But number one, no surprise here. I think even on all the other power rankings, everybody got these guys number one, and that's Dolly's team. Dolly's team on here. He secures Sea-Doo at 35. I think he would have went up to 40 had the other captains placed higher bids on that. But I think the real steal here was with Barrett. With the low price he got Barrett on, he was able to get all the other guys to fall in peace as well. Power Kill Anthrax as well. I think 21 is very low. I think these guys should at least go 30 plus on here based on skill. But I think maybe a lot of the other captains maybe backed out or don't want to deal with these guys because they're definitely worth a lot more than they were paid for here. And Sir Puffington, man. I mean, this guy, a lot of guys forget about this dude. Great solid goaltender on here. He barely played last season, but I think this season he does. And this being also the summer season here, I think Barrett, makes those game ones, especially in the playoffs, come playoff time, and maybe Dolly gets some delay starts. Who knows? But that's my power rankings there. Leave a comment, like, dislike, what you guys think. What is your power rankings? Post those in the comment section. Let's move on to the schedule. All right, here's the week one schedule for season 16. Opening night tonight, Monday, July the 6th. We got Agent and Joe team against Shotgun. Randon's team playing against Dalai Lama. Swag against Wizzy and Dub. And Team Damps against Team DMart and Marty McFly. Moving on to Tuesday night, July the 7th. Only one series here. It's Team Pale's team versus Team Damps for Tuesday night. On Wednesday, big night here. 5 series going on Wednesday night. We got Agent and Joe against Swizz and BLK. Big matchup here, Wizzy and Dub against Odd Guy's team. Then we have Team Swag against Shotgun. Another big matchup here, Dalai Lama going up against the defending champ DMart. Then we have Beatrips against Team Pale. And lastly here, Thursday night, we have Team Swizz versus Team Odd Guy and Team Beatrips against Team Randon.
All right, that does it here for this episode of the Flan Fan Show. Hey, next week we will have the scores and stats of those games listed on here. Plus, I'll bring out the leaderboards, who's leading the league in goals, in points, the goalie leaders here for this season. As well, I'll have my players of the week, the team of the week here, courtesy of Jim Flanagan. Just captains, make sure you get those stats in at least by Friday of that week. This will give me time to be able to do that. As well as the stats, we'll also have the highlights, top plays of the week. Make sure you submit your highlights. It's very simple, easy. On the games DVR, all you got to do is press the Xbox button with the Y button on there. Make sure your settings on there are to be uploaded into the Xbox DVR website. If you don't do the DVR, a lot of the games are also streamed. So if you happen to come across a stream on there that you've played in, or maybe you watch on there, make sure you clip those highlights and then just post them in the Discord channel by Friday. So it gives me time to sort those out as well. And that does it. Like I said, if there's any ideas or you guys want to see on the show, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about the show itself on here. Maybe I'll get some interviews going or something here for the next episode. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's Jim Flanagan on here, signing out, fellas. Have a good night, everybody.